So hi, my name's Barry Lloyd. I'm a master butcher from Australia, and I started off working in the food industry only because that's where my interest went at that particular time of my life. And after a while I worked with a master butcher in Australia, and then I decided to do further education. So I went to university and worked as a meat inspector, and I've also got qualifications as an educator in terms of degree in education and also qualified in animal production and animal health as well, because I just didn't want to focus just on education only. I wanted to have some link in with the food industry. So it's taken me to a lot of places. I work in a lot of countries and meet some very interesting people, and you always meet interesting people in the food industry. And it's never dull, it's never boring, and it's always stimulating to be working with all these people. So can I pass on my knowledge? I always love to do that. And I think sometimes when we're working with some people, they try to hold back some of their knowledge. They don't give it freely. I think it's very important that we educate our young people and bring them up, because life is very short, I feel, and if we can pass on our knowledge and help somebody else, why not? It's always good to do that. I think you just got to have a passion for the industry you're in. Doesn't matter whether you're a motor mechanic or whatever industry you want to go in, that's fine. But I think also you have to strive to be, doesn't matter what, and I always say to my children, doesn't matter what industry you select, just be good at what you're doing. And so you always target and look at, see if people who are good, and perfect yourself against those people, or model yourself against those people. So you'll always have some people that don't seem to strive for that level, but I think it's stimulating if you do yourself set those goals and go for it. And why not? If you, it doesn't matter what field you're in, just be good at what you're doing. That's the good part and the enjoyable part. No, I think in fact in Australia we have female butchers, but there's not as many attracted to that field. And mainly because I think in Australia, with working with meat, it can be heavy work. But I think from the females' perspective, I think they have got a lot more finesse with regard to putting meat onto trays and cutting the meat. So the finishing touches, which really bring it together, the female is very, very good at that. Doesn't mean to say the guys can't do that, but just that the females just have that little bit of extra oomph on their trays when they're putting it on display, and that can mean the difference between a sale or no sale sometimes. So we always look at trying to improve that, and the females are very, very good at that. Sorry guys. The food industry, it's an interesting area. You never get bored, you're always learning. So don't think if you're in IT you're always learning, but if you're in the food industry you're also always learning as well. So don't think you know everything. I go to a lot of countries, and quite often I can see a student maybe doing something. I think, gee, that's a very good idea. I might borrow that idea and run with it. So always keep your eyes open, always look into and find out why they're doing things and find out the background behind it, and then I'm sure you'll go places, and I think you'll enjoy it as well.
Thank you very much.